Hi guys, and welcome to another Divi Theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, we had a question. Somebody was asking how to make a chrome effect type headline, and so I've attempted it here and it looks pretty good to me. I've got it on a little parallax section here, so when we roll up, the actual background's moving at a different speed, and that's quite a little eye-catching thing. Really easy to do with the new gradients that they've put into Divi, and we're actually using a free module to do this today, Divi Supreme Modules Lite, and I'll put the link below the video. And there's 20 free modules with this, as well as extensions. And if you go to this page, roll down to the bottom, you can download it right there. Okay, so once you've got that downloaded, go ahead and install and activate it, and we'll get started. I'm going to enable my page builder. Let's go to the dashboard. I'll just show you Divi Supreme Lite here. Once you've got it installed, you'll see it down there, and if you click on it, here's the other extensions it comes with. There's three little extensions there, and we'll be covering those in future videos. So make sure you download and install this before you attempt this today. Okay, well, let's get started. I'm going to go down and let's create a new section. Little blue button for a section. I'm going to make mine a regular section. I'm going to put a single column inside. Divi comes as standard with all these modules here. When you install Divi Supreme Lite, here's the 20 extra modules here, and there's a few more regular Divi modules in the light grey below. Divi will also give you another dozen modules if you've got WooCommerce installed and you want to display your products. So let's find gradient text. There it is. And it's popped in a bit of text. I'm going to save this and just delete my section above, and we'll get it out of the confusions away. There we go. Okay, let's go back into our little text module here. Obviously, you're going to want to put in what you want your title to say. If you want to link this module to somewhere, down below we've got the link. Simply pop your link in there. As always, best practice, if you're linking to your own site, leave it in the same window. If you're linking off-site, open it in a new tab. That way your site's going to stay open. Okay, background is where we're actually going to put in the gradient to make this kind of chromy looking. So before I do that, I really want to change my font, bring it into the middle and make it a lot bigger. So I'm going to go over to my design. Here's the title text right here. Well, I think I want to capitalize it. I'm going to use a different font. Divi comes with a huge amount of fonts. If you want to go in there, just roll over one. It'll show you an example of what that font is. I want one called Anton, so I'm going to simply type it in the search at the top there. Something blocky is always going to work better for this type of effect. And I also want to make it bold, heavy as possible basically. That's great. I want it in the middle. I'm going to hit the text alignment there, and I want it to be pretty big. If it doesn't go up to as big as you want it, you can just type in a new value up here. There we go. And if you want to change the size of it on different devices, and this is common to most Divi modules, hover over the dark text there and you'll see some little icons appear. If there's a little cell phone, you can click on it and you've got a tablet view. I'm fine with that breaking down like that, but if you wanted to, you can give different size and letter spacing values and everything for desktop, tablet and mobile. Let's have a look on mobile. Yeah, that's way too big on mobile. Let's try 80 pixels, see what happens then. Yeah, that's going to work on mobile for me. So we've got 120 on tablet and desktop and 80 on mobile there. Just checking that it's going to work responsively. Alright, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the background in my section here so that we can work on our effect and make it stand out as best as we can. So I'm going to save that one. I want to go back up into my section. If you just click in the field here, go up to the blue tab of the section. In my background, I'm going to just add an image. And I want a fairly dark image so that things stand out. There's the one I used before. I think I'll use that one again. And just down below here, I'm going to switch Use Parallax effect to on. And we're using true parallax at the moment, which means the front and the back. This part of the site, as it moves up, is going to move at one speed, and the image there is moving at a slightly different speed. If I do that slowly, you can see that. I'm going to make this section slightly bigger to exaggerate that. You can also do what they call CSS parallax, is also known as fixed background, whereas the image in the background will stay exactly where it is, and the front of the site will roll up after it. So that's CSS parallax there. So let's flip that to true again. I'm going to go into my design and just make this little section a bit bigger by going down to spacing. Let's try 150 on the top. Just put in the 150, it'll put the pics for you, that's fine. And I'm going to hit the chain, it'll do the same to the bottom. That's a bit better. That way we can see that little parallax effect a little bit better there. Great. Well, let's go back in and see if we can't create a little chrome effect for our text right here. And we can go down to background, is where we add our gradient. Go over to gradient, we've got color, gradient, image, video, background pattern or background mask. It's already put a gradient in there for us. It's this little blue and green one here. I'm going to add a couple more stops by clicking on the line, just simply clicking. I'm going to add maybe 3 more. I can always add another one in a minute. Top one, I'm going to make this white. I'm simply left clicking to get to the color palette. I'm going to make the top one white. Second one, I'm going to make the generic blue color, or fairly dark looking blue up there. Next one I'm going to make white. Then I want a sort of earthy, kind of browny earthy color. I'm going to click on this. Let's click on something close, which is an orange. And let's see if we can't find a light sort of browny colour. Something like that. Maybe even a little bit lighter. Maybe too light. Obviously, you do the colours that work for you. I'm kind of doing a desert style one with light browns and what have you. Yeah, it might be a little... There we are. It's more of a brown there. And let's drag this one up. Let's make this a lighter sort of brown. Let's grab that orange again. And I want it sort of light browny. Let's find something like that. Maybe even a little lighter in colour. Yes, something like that. Great. Then I want another white one on the bottom really, because I want it to fade back out again. So I'm going to hit the plus, add a new one. Click on that one to get the colour. Make sure it's at 100 there. I'm going to make it white. I'm going to drag it up just a little bit because it's not really visible on the bottom there. And if I drag it to the left, you can start to see it coming in at the bottom there. So let's readjust these at the moment. I'm starting off at white at 0%. Blue, I think I'll take up a little bit. Maybe to about 10%, something like that. And this is all up to you. You fix it how's best for you. The white I'm going to leave just there. I think the brown I'll move up a little bit. And the light brown as well, I'll have closer to it. So we've got our white bleeding in at the bottom there. And there we go. That to me is kind of a chromey effect. Obviously you play with yours and get it how you want it. You can go to town. But that's quite nice. So I'm going to save my changes here. Before I do, I've got white at 0. I've got blue at 11. I've got white at 45. I've got dark brown at 57, light brown at 66, and finishing off with a white at about 91 down at the bottom here. But like I say, adjust yours to what works best for you, obviously. Okay, well let's save our changes and see how this is going to look on the front end. Save draft or publish if you're ready. And let's exit the Visual Builder. And there we have our little sort of chrome effect headline there with a little parallax section behind it. If I do that slowly, you can see it happening. That's a nice little effect to have on your site. And let's check it on devices. I've got Google Chrome here. I'm going to hit my F12 to bring up my Chrome Inspector. There it is on an iPhone 12. That's fine. And as you can see, it's still parallax on a little iPhone there. Let's have a look on an iPad or something like that. iPad Air. And there it is on the iPad Air. That's nice. I mean, it breaks up our little gradient there a bit, but it still stands out nicely. Let's go back to a phone a minute. Yeah, that still looks nice. But if we were to make it smaller text all in one line, our gradient would still be there, but that still stands out quite nicely. So let's save what we've got here, go back to the desktop version, and there it is. So there you have it, guys. There's a little parallax section with a chrome effect, text effect for you. I hope you've enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, please give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Once again, this has been Jamie with System22 and WebDesignerTechTips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.